God, y'all are crazy. That Donnie McClurkin thought I forgot about him, but I didn't.
Oh my God. What she did, what he did, girl. Girl, what Miss Clerk did.
He went over there and
I know this is not talk you hear from the pulpit, but the young people need to know I walked and I tried to find myself through other men in the church, in the grand old church. What am I doing? I'm taking the mask off. I'm taking the mask off. I'm taking the mask off. I'm telling the young people I'm coming clean. You want real? I'm real right now. You want real? I'm clear. I'm real. I'm transparent right now. You have no idea how many times I gave myself away trying to find myself. Just trying to feel loved because my daddy didn't cover me. Just trying to feel loved because I didn't have a man to show me what love was. And the only man that loved me lusted me when I was 8, and that's all I knew to look for. So playing the piano, speaking in tongues, but somebody seeing me on the piano and coming and saying, let me help you, only to make me twice the son of hell he was. You don't know what's going on with your kids. And you let your discernment go when you look at their friends and don't discern what's in them. Oh, that's just Johnny. That's just Sally. You don't understand what's going on right now. Katy Perry is turning the girls out. Talking about I kissed the girl and I liked it. You don't hear what I'm telling you. These young girls are just as bad as the boys in homosexuality, but you don't see it. You don't see it. You don't see it. But today, hear me, every one of you young people. I've been there. But God said with loving kindness, not with condemnation, with loving kindness, y'all hear me? Not with guilt, with loving kindness have I drawn you. God said, I don't want your gift. I want your life. I don't want your talent. I want you. And I will heal every broken cycle. I will turn your life around. Trust me, I didn't start living until I turned 40. I didn't start living until I turned 40. Now I'm having the best time of my life because he's healed me. So my 50 is like 20 all over again. God's given me back the years that the palmer worm and the cankerworm and the caterpillar has destroyed. He's given me back the years. I need somebody to raise a praise right now. And I understand. Hear me, musicians, singers, young people, all in this room. I understand. Man, I understand how it is to have a heart for God and a lust for sin. I understand how it is to want to stay in church. The reason why you're in church now is because there's something in you. You're not crazed. You're not wayward. You're not that buck wild. The reason why you're in church is because there's
over it.
So I have quite a bit I want to say, and I want to kind of take my time. Is there an ounce of truth in what he said? Yeah. I do think that
I'm not interrupting Craig, and I'm also not ignoring Craig. I'm working on trying to get this stuff here on the bio so that y'all can click the link to order this stuff. So Craig is giving his thought. Craig, I'm gonna let me talk to you so that the audience. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not checking out. I'm just making sure that because while we just talked about it, we gotta remove some stuff. Okay.
Correct. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So my thing is this. My concern is always Black people first. My concern is always Black queer people. And so when I first heard that, it made me think instantly about the Black queer people, gay, bisexual, trans, non-binary, however you identify, who sit in a church like that or may have been in that actual audience, who will leave that church, carry that hurt, that pain, internalize it, and then they begin to hate themselves. That's one thing. And one of the things that I wrote about in my second book, this one, is there's a lot of hurt and pain in our community. Like I was just talking, this is why I'm telling our stories. Like I just said, there's a divide between our communities. There's a divide between, there's so many divides within the community, right? And in that book, I talk about how we come into this community, and I don't give a damn if you're trans, gay, whatever. When we come into this community, carrying so much brokenness, so much pain, so much hurt. And I'm a believer that part of the reason our relationships end prematurely isn't because our relationships just can't work, but it's because we come into this community so broken. And we are a community of people with broken hearts and broken souls trying to have relationships with other broken hearts and souls. There are so few of us who have taken the time to really do our work, our healing work. We spend so much time trying to get into relationships, and we don't really sit on the sideline and try to figure out how to repair and heal ourselves, right?
Come on, preach, Craig. Come on, bitch, take your time, Pastor Craig.
I got to take my time on this.
And I'm still here. I'm just over here doing this.
Right.
Take your time.
And one of the things that saddens me is there are people, queer people, who go to church because they really do believe that they can pray the gay away. They can pray the trans away.
Yeah.
They can pray the bisexuality away.
Yep. Hey, yabba. Yep.
And the truth is, sexuality is instinctive.
Hey.
That's whether you're straight or whether you're gay or whether you're whatever your identity is. It's instinctive. It's how you're wired. It's not a choice. It's not a decision. Now, I do believe that people wake up and decide to live their truth. One day she woke up and decided, you know what, bitch, I'm a woman.
A woman.
And she wasn't gonna walk around as a boy no more.
At all.
I woke up one day and said, you know what? This is who I am. This is my truth. But no one wakes up and decides to be gay. No one wakes up and decides to be trans. It's you embody it.
It's inherently placed.
That's right.
It's passed down to you, honey, from that soul. That's it. That cloud you came in.
That's it.
And this is what I'm going to definitely teach over there at that house.
That's it. And I hope that's a good point. I would hope that house isn't just a place for these trans women to stay, to have a place to shelter them, but something to really feed and nourish them. Because some of those women that move in that house, they're still not standing in their truth. They might be walking in their identity, but they may not be whole, feeling whole on the inside.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
You're gonna have to fortify them. They're gonna have to be programs and conversations and things to really.
That's why you're gonna be a part of it, girl.
Okay,
we'll host a telling our stories night.
Okay, I could do that
at the house.
Yes, because and we get the messages and the emails all of the time, and this is why our meet and greets are so long at the show, is because when you guys come to the show, you are like, you saved me, or you did this, or it was a journey for us to get to this point too.
Yeah.
You have to be patient with yourself on your journey, and you have to remove and extract all of the things that are working against who you are as a person. So for all of the people who are still attending these churches, and they are telling you by sheer virtue that because you're gay or because you're trans, that you're going to hell or that you're an abomination, you need to remove yourself from there. And what disturbs me about Donnie is that a lot of people looked at that and felt like, oh yeah, God is using him right now. But I saw pain.
Yes.
I saw a man who's broken. I saw a man who's really struggling and wrestling with himself. Because here's what I know to be true. You can abstain from sex, but that doesn't change your sexuality.
Bitch.
Every now and then I talk real
Bitch,
good.
I ain't sucked dick in a month.
But you still.
Bitch, I'm going this week. Hey, Basha! Oh! Glory! Hayarabashata! Didi Yarabosi, and I praise and worship all month. and I praise and worship all month.
Oh God.
But
Listen.
rest assured
Rest assured.
that I will be gawking.
I hear you.
Rest assured, I will be that booty hole gonna be lubed and lubed out.
You're gonna get done.
Done up.
And you don't mean like this.
So I will be like this almost every. No. But I want to end up like this.
Twinkle the toes, 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 twinkle the toes. Is this that gentleman?
It's the few.
Oh, wait a minute now, because you said your number was only 4.
Hold on. I'm married.
Bitch. But just because you abstain from sex doesn't change your sexuality. And maybe he is not having sex with men. And the streets are always talking.
But that dick be jacking thoughts. For I know your inner thoughts. For the heart is the deceitfully wicked. Who knows the heart of man? In your heart, in the words of motherfucking goddamn, what's that bitch name? Eddie Murphy when he played that bitch. I've lusted in my heart. No, that was Big Mama's house.
Big Mama's house.
I've lusted in my heart.
That's Marley.
I've lusted in my living room. I even lusted on the back of an El Camino.
And you know, they say all of the time, the people who speak on it the most are the ones who are struggling with it.
Mm-hmm.
You see it all of the time with these politicians who are creating legislation to hurt trans people and gay people, and then you find out they over there at the fucking Republican.
We just saw it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All the pedophiles that came up, and I kept saying, "Where are the drag queens? Where are the drag queens?"
And the same is true with these fucking gospel people, these pastors, these ministers.
You got that text I sent you, Craig?
They already put it out.
See so quick.
Damn, J Rock. Y'all quick over there on the Twitter. But you know, my thing is, I see a person who's struggling.
Right. Let's click on one. I mean, if you take a left on this corner and go down this road right here, you'll end up over there. But if you get on the train and take it up this way, you end up back there to Stone Mountain. I mean, why you keep slapping these bitches? Huh?
I went to high school.
Why you keep slapping these bitches?
I went to high school with a guy, and this ties right into what you just said. One of the ways that, and I'm not even talking about this, but it's germane to this. One of the things that I know to be true is when a person is struggling with their sexuality, they sometimes act out aggressively. I went to high school with a guy who was gay. I didn't know he was gay at the time, but years after high school, I ran into him one day. This was like years ago now, but I was on my way into a gay club. I was back home in Baltimore. And he was standing outside of the gay club. And he said, "What's up, Craig?" I said, "What you doing here?" And he ended up, we ended up hanging out that summer, just friends. And he said to me, "You know, remember when I was in high school, when we were in high school, I used to fight all the time. I had all this aggression in me." He said, "I was struggling with my sexuality." What I know to be true is that shit comes out of you. You can only suppress it for so long. Whether you train, I don't give a fuck what your identity is. Whether you trans, whether you gay, it's going to come up out of you at some point. It has to. And when you can try to suppress it for as long as you can, but it is going to come up out of you. But going back to the whole Donnie McClurkin thing, my concern is the young folk, and not even just young folk, because it's people our own age who are still struggling with their sexuality, their identity. My concern is the masses of people who are listening to your words. And in my opinion, I believe you're probably still struggling. And yet you want these people at that church and the people who will hear this message, you want us to believe that you've somehow overcome your sexuality through prayer. God isn't concerned about your sexuality. Being trans, being gay, being queer does not put you on the wrong side with God. God grades us on a bigger scale than man. So while you're trying to get approval over there at that church and that pulpit, God is not concerned about that. God is not concerned about that. And you spent the larger portion of your life running from yourself. You've spent the larger portion of your life running from yourself. You and that hateful speech is part of the reason why there are so many black families struggling to embrace and accept their own children. You're the reason that so many black folks are in the comments across social media tearing up Dwayne Wade because he's embracing his trans child, or Magic Johnson because he's embracing his child. It's disgusting. And God didn't assign you to do that
at all. He don't need your help, bitch.
God doesn't need help being God.
He don't need your help, bitch.
God does not need help being God.
He don't need your motherfucking help. Get somewhere and sit down.
That part.
Go in there and learn how to cook. Feed your children.
God doesn't need our help.
Not doing that. Not condemning.
Not at all.
He sit high and look low.
That's right.
Let me tell you something about Jehovah. You know about Jehovah, don't you? Me? Mo, you know about Jehovah. Yeah. You know Jehovah before Son Jesus here to help us all, according to the book that they worship. Jehovah sent Jesus here for grace. Jehovah was not the one that you want to fuck off with. Jehovah said, what them niggas said over there? Don't you know about that Jehovah? Did you read about that Jehovah? Jehovah said, the Jehovah that spelled with the Y. Mm-hmm. Jehovah said, what did them niggas say? And opened up the ground and they were swallowed up. Mm-hmm. Jehovah sent bears and tigers and shit over there to tear motherfuckers apart. Yeah. Jehovah sent whirlwinds and Jehovah did what them niggas said down there. You don't want none of the Old Testament Jehovah. See, y'all preach from Jesus because Jesus is grace. Right. Jesus is grace and mercy. Jehovah, listen, Moses had to stand up with his arms up in the air. Hold on, God. Hold on. Right. Hold on. Excuse me. Listen, is y'all listening out there to peoples? Peoples, is y'all listening to me? Huh? Peoples. Mo, you don't preach this on Sunday? That's why I'm coming to be the first lady. Tell your dad I'm on the way. You better laugh, Mo. I need you to understand I'm on the way. Moses had to put his hands up. Read you bitches don't read nothing but Leviticus. It's books before Leviticus, bitch. Moses had to put his hands up in the air like this, like hey, Jehovah.
Mm-hmm.
This before Yahshua came here.
Mm-hmm.
Jehovah it had to remind the Most High. God, remember, Mo. Y'all didn't learn this?
No, I know, but I know God. I know God punished Moses for going after.
He did for hitting that rock,
right,
and saying that he did, and saying that he did it. That's what God told Moses. You will never see the other side. You might as well pass that rock to your brother.
Okay.
You might as well pass that rock. You know that stick I gave you to go in there and free my people over there in Egypt. Give that stick to Aaron.
Yep. And now you go somewhere.
No, you sat down right here because I'm coming to get you from right here. I'm coming to get you from this rock right here. You ain't going over there. You went out there and told the people that you hit that rock and you made water come out of there, and you didn't say I did that. Sit down. Sit down. Aaron, get the stick. Go over there. But Moses had to stand to intercede. Bitch, listen. I'm a punk that had to sit up in vacation Bible school. Tent revival.
Yeah.
Sunday school, I learned this shit. Moses had to throw his motherfucking hands up in the air and say, hey, Jehovah, hold up. Because Jehovah said, move, nigga.
Right. These
bitches down here worshiping a calf. After I done went out there and after I let these niggas go, and Jehovah was like, I let these niggas go. And they done took all the gold and done melted it down and made a calf. And they on their knees worshiping and praising to this calf. Move out the way. Move, nigga. Move. Jehovah say, move, nigga.
Right.
Move. Because, bitch, I'm finna tear all this shit up. Moses said, hey. God, remember you said, hey, God, remember you said, God, I got to remind you what you said. And God said, okay, well, I tell you what. You better walk down there with them 2 tablets and tell them niggas, I'm not the one or the motherfucking 2. And because you gonna tell them this, I'm gonna show them and say, so whoever fuck with me, I need y'all to stand over here.
Right.
Get over here on this side. Whoever fuck with me, get over here. Because anybody else playing them whole strong games, bitch, I'm finna show you what I'm about.
Right.
The ground opened up, swallowed it up, closed up, and he was like, anybody got anything to say? Huh? Any of you motherfuckers got anything to say? Okay. I'm the bitch that let y'all through here, not that golden cow. I'm coming to preach at y'all church Sunday. Jehovah was gangster. Jesus was grace. The New Testament is grace. The New Testament is grace. That's when Yahshua, he sent Yahshua. That we call Jesus, but it's Yahshua. Jehovah. I wouldn't be no training during Jehovah time.
Jehovah.
I wouldn't dare have on a wig during the time of Jehovah. Hello? Mo, I wouldn't dare have on a wig during the time of Jehovah. No. Jehovah up there sitting, what the fuck going on down there?
Right.
That bitch think he a woman.
What is that?
That bitch think he a woman. Huh?
One more time.
That bitch think he a woman. Wait a minute now. I gave that bitch a big dick. I didn't give that bitch a regular dick.
Right.
I gave that bitch a big dick. That bitch think he a woman. Michael. That bitch think he a woman. Gabriel.
Okay.
That nigga think he a woman. Hold on. Give me.
Oh my God.
Hold my bill.
Right.
Bro.
Get down here and straighten some things out.
Hold my bill. I'm finna knock the wig off this bitch head. I'm finna knock the wig off this bitch head.
Yes, indeed.
I ain't just get that bitch a dick. I gave that bitch a big dick. What? What did you say, nigga? Huh? What you say? Hold my fucking bill. Hold my bill.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
But you know, there are so many queer people who hate themselves from sitting in churches like that.
They say Miss Mary would have had her hand stretched. She would have. God, no, wait. Now, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Send Jesus.
That's right.